Yo, what's good? Welcome to another show. I'm Sid, and I just felt like watching something funny right now. So I have Ricky Gervais roasting people to their face. I don't even really watch Ricky that much, but it popped up in my recommended, so let's give it a go. Here we are.
Because I would love to try stand-up. I'd love to do stand-up.
I think you'd be good. I think you'd be good.
You say that, but when I try and write a joke, I get the opening bit. I say, that's a funny idea. Madonna's got divorced. And then I think, yeah.
Where's my writers?
You know, I don't know.
I never knew you were this weird.
Really?
No, because you kept it. We worked together for a couple of days. And
I know.
You're absolutely mental.
In a nice way? Yeah.
But so...
He doesn't even say anything mean. It's just the way he says it and the facial expression that goes along with it and the awkward silence that just makes you cringe and laugh at the person he's talking to. It's not bad, pretty good. That Jonathan Ross thing, I feel like that's the reason that I would never want to do stand-up, is that I feel like I'm always thinking of funny things, but then trying to put it into like a bit or a joke, just it all falls apart. But that's why he gets paid the big bucks, huh?
In a nice way? Yeah.
But so...
If you do win an award tonight,
Oh, is this the Golden Globe?
don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and...
They bleeped out okay. Someone's over-bleeped.
So...
It's not a prank. Oh, wow.
Oh, no funny business. There you go.
Not on this show.
Oh, no, it's a joke. That's a joke.
What are you wearing? I love that.
Bloody turning up in a grey. Something they wouldn't even have in TK Maxx. Look at it.
How much time you spend?
I like when the host can rip in to the guest just as much. Like, there's a nice banter, a little back and forth. I feel like David Letterman was good at that. Let's find out.
Something they wouldn't even have in TK Maxx. Look at it.
How much time do you spend in London? I know you got a house here. How much time do you spend here? How much time do you spend in London?
Well, between the two, probably a bit more in London, but you know,
More in London, yeah.
I like to come here as often as I can.
Aren't the taxes bloody awful in London? In England, isn't it just crazy?
Well, unlike you, I like paying tax because it's giving something back.
Stop all the signs say.
These aren't like hard-hitting jokes. They're not like ripping people to pieces, but they are subtly digging at who they are and the things that they support, which is funny. Like, asking a question about high tax rate, one millionaire to another, kind of implies that David Letterman would rather pay less tax. So Ricky coming in and going, no, I think it's fair. I make more, I pay more. That's like, I like that. That's cool.
Sure, bro.
Sorry. You're not giving them. You know, they come out, they park their cars, they've got babysitters, they haven't paid. Why would you? That'd be mental. But if I was you, I'd be going, thank you so much, these people, and giving them. You know what I mean?
A new series of extras starts this week.
He paints himself as the everyman, right? He's like, oh, these people, they've travelled so far, they've paid for babysitters, like, they wouldn't pay for this show, but... But he is definitely one of the wealthiest comedians alive, right? Like, I'm pretty sure The Office has made him hundreds of millions, which kind of is ironic, but at least he's, like, still sticking up for the little guy. So you can't fault him for that, I guess.
This week, congratulations on getting a second series, essentially, but also...
Congratulations on already fucking it up. It's next week, you moron. It was shoddy. It was, I mean, you didn't write it, and that's... But, do it like... But...
That's a good thing. I think he's digging... When he digs into other comics, and especially, like, late-night show hosts, for not writing their own material, that's funny. Because they present themselves as comedians, right? Like, Jimmy Fallon is a comedian. And he probably did do stand-up at the beginning of his career. But at this point, him, James Corden, the other Jimmy, they're probably all in writers' rooms, having bits written for them based on political and current affairs. How much of this is coming from them, and how much of it is just like reading off a teleprompter? Like, can he take credit for these jokes? I don't think so.
I mean, you didn't write it, and that's. But do it like it's your. Do it like you were clever enough to come up with this joke yourself. Okay.
For everybody, you went to the Achilles heel of everybody. Like when you tell a woman
Is this The View or one of those other ones, To Talk?
who's, she looks old, that just hits a woman deep in the...
Why did I say that to?
I think you said something about the Sex and the City women, like about...
I said it was airbrushed, and I said we know how old you are, girls. I saw one of you in an episode of Bonanza.
Come on, say it all.
Would be like that. Damn. Yeah, that's that Joy Behar. What show is this? There must be The View then, right? Yeah, this is great. I like that people laugh at jokes until the joke is about them. And then suddenly like, oh my God, you can't make a joke like that. Even though it's lighthearted, a little bit of, oh, you shouldn't make jokes about women being old because it's offensive. If he then turned that around and was like, well, what about men being old? I don't think that it would have the same response, especially with this group of people. It's interesting, like the hypocrisy of what people find funny and what they don't, or what is acceptable and what isn't. That's probably one of the reasons that even though I don't watch Ricky Gervais, I can appreciate what he does in that he highlights that hypocrisy.
Come on, say it all.
No, I was saying, why lie? There's nothing wrong with being 50 or looking 50.
But you're not a woman. I get you.
I don't think you knew.
She's like shrinking away. She probably remembers Bonanza. She might have been in Bonanza.
Your sensuality at 50. Our next presenter is the star of the hilarious comedy The Martian.
I love that.
Oh, he nearly died. Right. He's also the only person who Ben Affleck hasn't been unfaithful to. Please welcome Matt Damon.
Even he knows he shouldn't be there. He's like, this is not my award. The Martian was not a funny movie. Why was it nominated for comedy award at the Golden Globes? When was that? Like 2015? That's an old clip.
Thank you. I do look a bit more like Parker these days. I don't know. That's the problem. You're getting me confused.
He's kept himself in trim. Look at you. Undo the button. Go on, let it hang out. Look at this. Look at this.
Nothing there. There's nothing
right.
there.
Fucking let it go.
What?
Look at that.
I've only got a day to live. And I said, what do you want to do?
And then when that didn't happen, what is it? And then when that couldn't happen,
Make a Wish Foundation.
No.
I'd like to go on Jimmy Fallon, please.
And so, that's not what you said.
No, I didn't.
You want to do something else, and then
I said anything but Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
You always work together. Do you ever go on holiday together?
Fuck off!
Can you imagine that?
I like late night shows in the UK because of the swearing and the more relaxed language limits. Like in America, that would get bleeped. He wouldn't be allowed to say it. Here, I feel like he could be more relaxed. He has a little drink. He's like chilling. Says what he wants without fear of being censored. As long as he doesn't like rip his shirt off or pull his wang out, he's probably all right. I like that.
Oh, it would be horrible. Just think of the pictures. Me looking pretty cool and sort of tanned. Buff, yeah. And the thing, naked, he looks like one of those baby fish. You can actually see through his body. You're one of about 5 people that have been invited round my house. I'm a very sort of private person, apart from, like, workman and postman.
Make me feel special.
Yeah.
That Alan Carr, a postman round here? Refuse collector?
Yeah, well, at least they're useful.
I can't believe this. You had a birthday, and is it 50 years old? You're not 50 years old. Are you really 50 years old?
50, yeah.
I mean, you look tremendous. You look like you're 35. If somebody had said to me, how old? I said 35. 35, honestly.
This clip has to be like 5-10 years old, right? Letterman's been off the air for a long time. So he must be nearly 60 now. Ricky's like Getting up there, jeez.
You look exactly like you did the first time, except you're in better shape. Remember you used to come out, you're sort of pear-shaped when you come out?
So rude.
Now you look great.
That's like the most backhanded compliment. It's like, you look really good now. Remember when you were fat and ugly? What? He's the guest.
You looked
You didn't
good.
say that at the time, though, did you?
No, I didn't know what to think.
Well, no. You said, well, you look good now because I looked awful before. That's all you're saying. I needed you to say it before. You're pear-shaped. I'd have worked out faster. And now...
But how do you feel at 50? Good, right?
Well, yeah. I'm grumpier. I think I'm grumpier.
Grumpier?
Yeah. I understand you a lot more now. Do you know what I mean? No.
Serve it right back. Oh, what we got here?
The first is an actor, producer, writer and director whose movies have grossed over $3.5 billion at the box office. He's won 2 Academy Awards and 3 Golden Globes for his powerful and varied performances, starring in such films as Philadelphia, Forrest Gump, Castaway, Apollo 13 and Saving Private Ryan. The other is Tim Allen.
Just dissed Santa Claus. That's savage.
Well, you know, like many of you, we recall back when Ricky Gervais was a slightly chubby but very kind comedian.
Yeah. Neither of which is he now.
Mainly Star Trek.
Again, a backhanded compliment.
Memorabilia, because I love Star Trek.
Oh, such a nerd.
Have you never been in a Star Trek?
No, I've never been in a Star Trek, but I love the original series. So I have, I have the Gorn head from the original series from the episode Arena, where
I know. I'm just nodding.
Oh, the Gorn head.
Oh, yeah.
The Gorn head.
Okay. I have.
What the f is a Gorn head?
Every time you're on the program, I try to do this, and it always comes out very clumsy. Let me try it one more time. Possibly the best television show ever. What do you think?
Possibly, what do you mean?
What have you named your private parts?
Pamela. Our next presenter is the Queen of Pop. Not you, Alton. Sit down. She's all woman. I'll give you some clues. She's always Vogue. She's a material girl.
It's not Madonna.
And
then.
she's just like a virgin.
Is it Madonna?
Please welcome Madonna.
I didn't like the delivery on that one. Like a virgin, I think, was the punchline. But not really. I didn't think that probably was the worst of them so far. She just ignore him.
If I'm still just like a virgin, Ricky, then why don't you come over here and do something about it? I haven't kissed a girl in a few years.
I mean, there's a solid attempt. She's not a comic. She probably didn't have as much time as him to come up with a joke. The comeback was okay. Both jokes were bad.
On TV.
On a serious note, just looking at all the faces here reminds me of some of the great
Is
work
it all Golden Globes and interviews? Is there no, like... Okay, fair.
that's been done this year by cosmetic surgeons. It is an honour
right?
to be here in a room full of what I consider to be the most important people on the planet. Actors. They're just better than ordinary people, aren't they? We all know that. Imagine a world without actors. Oh, God, it doesn't bear thinking about it. Imagine if they ever went on strike. Oh, what would we do? You couldn't replace them. You couldn't replace them with any other profession, lawyers or doctors. Can you imagine a real surgeon doing what Hugh Laurie does in-house? It would be pathetic. He'd be all over the place. We'd go, oh, where do I stand? How's my American accent? What's my lines? You know, Hugh, with the aid of coaches and stuff, can eventually learn his lines while saving lives. He's a genius. How could you replace Kiefer Sutherland in 24? I'd love to see a real anti-terrorist agent try and defuse a bomb in a busy train station in 1 hour. Some of those scenes, by the way, where Kiefer grabs someone and beats them to a pulp, they weren't even in the script. The director just said, keep rolling, we'll work it into the... But actors aren't just loved here in Hollywood, they are loved the world over, because they're recognisable. You can be anywhere. You could be in the third world, okay, and you get a glimpse of a Hollywood star, and it makes you feel better, okay? You could be a little child, a little Asian child, with no possessions and no money, but you see a picture of Angelina Jolie, and you think, oh, Mummy.
They would have cut to her for sure. That's funny. I like that. Maybe I'll check out more comedians. If you have like compilations or list of videos that I should check out, let me know. Thank you for watching. Hope you're having a great day. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.